The Gigabyte AERO 16 OLED laptop is a great device for gamers and creators combined. I wanted to put it to the test to see if I could use it as a desktop replacement, as well as put the Gigabyte AERO 14 OLED in my partner's setup and also use that as a desktop replacement too. Now, the point of doing this is to show you that you can create gaming content if you want to do it in the form of a video or live stream, as well as edit that content on the same device too. Because after all, these laptops are targeted at creators because they have great battery life, they have amazing OLED displays, and they do have so much power that they can offer too. We'll capture the gameplay and then we will edit the clips on the Gigabyte AERO 16 OLED, which if you haven't worked out already from my review, it is my favorite out of the two. I absolutely love this laptop. The problem with using a laptop as a desktop replacement is that it isn't going to give you an aesthetically pleasing looking desk setup unless you work a little magic with them. You can have dongles and cables connecting from all edges of the device, but getting a dock or hub that can, one, give you extra ports, and two, neaten up that space a little more is super handy. If you are a creator, chances are you are going to have lights, streaming devices, audio mixers, and more connected to your computer. So a laptop alone isn't going to give you enough ports. The Gigabyte AERO 16 OLED, however, is a great start as it's super up to date with current gen ports, and you can use a dock to extend from there. So here's how I've set up the laptop in my setup. I'm running it via HDMI to my ultra-wide monitor, while using a separate dock via USB-C into the laptop. That gives me the ability to use all my accessories such as my Stream Deck Plus, my headset, my keyboard, my mouse, and of course connect my camera via a cam link just to give a better webcam quality when I am doing gameplay videos. Now here is my partner's setup. Very different to mine, although he is running the Gigabyte AERO 14 OLED instead of the 16, and same thing applies here. We do have a slight little hub connected to the laptop for extra ports, just so he can connect his keyboard, his mouse, the key light, and the face cam as well. Okay, so I am about to sit down with a laptop. I just recorded some gameplay footage before, and we're going to throw it into CapCut and cut it all together. Obviously, it will be a shortened down version because I have 30 minutes of footage to filter through. Go to Town Hall and let Mayor Rosalind know that you're here. What? Oh no, there's no house here. How embarrassing. Well, you're a good builder, so let's try building it now. God, nothing like moving into a new house only to just build it on the spot. I didn't even line up the footpath with the door. Hello? Rosalind. There she is. Talk. Yep, just wedge yourself in that chair. Are you an old game if you don't clip? Work on a task, that's what we're doing. So, your essence color, we want apples. So it gives it a nice little effect, which I think is pretty cute. You can kind of have it like off the front, like that. I don't know. She likes apples. I guess we can make that a vibe. Ah, shabadoo. I understand.
Oh yeah. Physics. Ooh. Right, got that. Woo. Fuck. I don't want it. Had enough? I'm good.
So what's the point of doing all of this for this video? When I was working in retail up until last year, customers used to come in and they would freak out over dedicating everything to a laptop over a desktop. What if it can't handle my workload? What if battery life is poor? I'm scared it won't be powerful enough. I think those questions are important and they are valid. It's great that we have them as consumers, but laptops and mobile processors, they really have come a long way. What I'm really impressed about with this laptop is its ability to handle throwing so many tasks at it without it getting too overwhelmed, too laggy, and too hot. This specific spec that I have here is built with a 13th gen Intel Core i7, the 13700H processor. It has an NVIDIA RTX 4070 GPU, 1TB SSD, and 16GB of DDR5 RAM. So the reality is that this has more than enough power to game at high settings with AAA games and high quality games. But my reality is, because I tend to play much less demanding games. Clearly, I'm still playing my Sims from 2007. So where power gets drawn for me is in other tasks such as content creation or editing content. The last month, I've actually been editing all my short form content in CapCut, and it's been a real big change for me because you guys know that I am traditionally a Final Cut Pro user. But this laptop's ability to keep itself cool whilst being so responsive when I'm chopping up footage, adding in effects, and just creating in general is really impressive to me. Let's not forget giving me crystal clear visuals with that OLED panel as well. So now throw in running a broadcast software such as OBS, adding in all your overlays, your cameras, your audio sources, whilst running a game at the same time. That just worked so fine for us. We didn't have any issues. We didn't take the next step, which is going live because we're not live streamers, but I have no doubt that this laptop is absolutely going to handle it. Even the 14-inch, but I would still suggest going with the Gigabyte AERO 16 purely because that bigger chassis does have a bigger cooling system. And while you are live, if you are going to be live for a few hours, you don't want to run the risk of your computer overheating. It really is super impressive to see what Gigabyte have created with the Gigabyte AERO 16 OLED and the Gigabyte AERO 14 OLED. And I really have no doubt if you are a creator looking for a laptop for yourself, you are going to gain so much benefit from using one of these, because personally, I know that I have. And I've been making content for 10 years next year. The reality just kicked in, oh my God. Not to mention, they're actually quite affordable compared to a lot of other competitors that I've seen. At the time of recording this video, it's currently sitting at 2,400 Australian dollars, 2,399. And I think that is really good for all the specs and all the power that you are getting in this build. It's a pretty fantastic buy if you ask me. Thank you so much to Gigabyte for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I'll catch you in the next video.